You don't want none! You don't want none!
What's going on, Tar Heel Nation? It is your favorite North Carolinian, Ross, the Tar Heel. And in this huddle, baby, we're going to discuss the Boston College Golden Eagles visiting Chapel Hill to take on our North Carolina Tar Heels on January 25th at 2:15 on the CW Network. Now, shout out to the Huddle Hooligans for all that they do, man, and helping me pay the electricity bill in this thing. And there's been some spirited debate in the Huddle Hooligan Discord over the current status of head coach Hubert Davis and, how the recent signing of Caleb Wilson may or may not impact that situation, which is why I like it so much, to be completely honest with you, man. It's only $4.99 a month. It's the price of a cup of coffee. Your boy doesn't drink energy drinks anymore as of January 1st. And you really aren't in an echo chamber. There's a bunch of dogs in here, and they'll tell you their stinking honest opinion, and it's good conversation, bro. So hit that join button down there, man, and you too can be a part of the most badass group of hooligans on the internet. We got the live reaction and watch party Saturday at 2:15 as we watch the Heels look to get out of that 1-point loss slump. So come hang out with your boys. We can only hope that Carolina's going to go on some patented Carolina run and start the rest of the season off with a bang, man. And we'll jump right into it by looking at the updated ACC standings. And we can see that number 2 Puke is at the top right now at 8-0. Number 25 Louisville and Clemson are in second at 8-1. Wake is at 7-1. Stanford, UNC, and SMU are 5-3. And then you have to go all the way down to the second to last team in the standings to find Boston College at 1-7 in the conference. So I would think that home game against BC is the perfect game to get back in the win column. Now, the ACC slate for the Saturday games includes SMU at the Wolf Sack, Pitt at Syracuse, Puke at Wake, Clemson at Virginia Tech, Notre Dame at Virginia, Florida State at Stanford, and Miami goes all the way out there to Cal. And now for our game. The Boston College Golden Eagles have lost 5 straight games in absolute blowout fashion, dude. At Georgia Tech, Syracuse, at Notre Dame, Puke, and at Virginia by an average margin of 18 points, dude. And that's exactly how much they lost to Virginia by, as Isaac McNeely knocked down 6 threes for the Hoos, went on an absolute barrage from deep, and they shot over 50% from the floor and over 50% from 3, and Boston College just could not catch up, man. I mean, Virginia jumped out on them quick, and BC just could not make up the difference, not even come close. Now, the Eagles are led by head coach Earl Grant, who is 58-63. It's good for a .479 win percentage in his 4th year at BC. That is below 500. Obviously, it's not very good. There's no other way to say it, man. Now, their leading scorer and rebounder is the 6'5", 210-pound guard, Donald Hand Jr., who's averaging 14.2 points per game, 6.6 boards, and 1.3 assists. He's shooting 38.3% from the floor and 37%, from the free throw line. And their leading assist man is the 6'3", 185-pound junior guard, Chaz Kelly III, who's averaging only 2.2 assists per game compared to 1.3 turnovers. And he's additionally contributing only 4.4 points per game and 1.2 rebounds. Now, like we talked about earlier, North Carolina's coming off of their second straight 1-point loss to the Wake Forest Demon Deacons out there in Winston-Salem. Now, Carolina had many opportunities to walk away in that game. And once again, just like the Stanford game, they could not put the foot on the neck, bro, and they faltered late. It is not a coincidence at all either that back-to-back rough games from Ian Jackson resulted in back-to-back Tar Heel losses. Now, the Tar Heels are led by head coach Hubert Davis, who is now 90-39 in his 4th year at Carolina. That winning percentage dips below 700 at .698. The Heels' leading scorer is the 6', 180-pound senior guard R.J. Davis, who is averaging 17.5 points per game, 3.8 rebounds, and 3.9 assists. He's shooting 38.8% from the field and 29.1% from three. Carolina's leading rebounder is a 6'10", 235-pound junior forward, Jalen Washington, who is averaging 5 rebounds per game, and he's additionally contributing 6.3 points. And finally, the Heels' leading assist man is a 6'1", 180-pound sophomore point guard, Elliot Cadeau, who's averaging 6.2 assists to 3 turnovers per game. That, my friends, is better than a 2-to-1 assist to turnover ratio. EC is also contributing 10.3 points per game, along with 3.2 rebounds. Now, Boston College as a team is averaging 69.4 points per game, and they're giving up 73.9. Carolina, on the other hand, is averaging 81.5 points per game and giving up 75.4. Carolina averages more rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals per game. So now that we've taken a look at both teams' leading individual and team statistics, let's get into Russ's 3 keys to a Tar Heel victory. Key number 1 is this, man. Attack the dadgum rim, dude. Carolina went 8 for 32 from 3 against the Deeks. That's 25% from downtown, bro. And despite being deathly cold from deep throughout the entire ball game, guess what they did? They kept shooting them. They kept shooting themselves right out of the end of that stinking game, dude. Well, you're not knocking them down from deep. You've got to attack the basket, bro. That's basketball 101. So how about we make a concerted effort in this game of attacking the basket consistently for a full 40 minutes and not just settle for outside shots, bro. Get to the rack, get to the free throw line, attack the stinking rim, dude. Key number 2, on-the-ball defense. Boston College does not have a ton of options to take you off the dribble, okay? Teams that don't have exceptional ball handlers, you know, they've got to manufacture points through backdoor cuts and players coming off of screens and curls and things of that nature. But they don't get a ton of assists on made baskets anyway. So what I'm basically trying to say here is that BC's offense is not very good, so guard your stinking man, and we should be just fine. Not rocket science. Key number 3, blow them out, bro. Like I talked about earlier, BC's lost 5 straight by an average of 18 points. And Carolina's coming off of back-to-back 1-point losses. Blow these guys out of the house, your own house, like everyone else that, you know, basically they have played recently. Carolina let Stanford and Wake hang around, and it came back to bite them hard. Foot on the gas from the beginning, bro, and just walk away with it. I need to see a stinking blowout against these guys. And that'll take us into the prediction portion of the show. You already know that I like to start things off by taking a look at the ESPN matchup indicator, which in this basketball game gives the Heels a 95.8% chance at beating the Golden Eagles, man. So let's not belabor this, man. Boston College is one of the worst teams in the conference, and it's a conference that's not very good from top to bottom, I might add. Carolina desperately needs every win they can muster from here on out, bro, as that bubble is about to pop. They need to beat the brakes off of these guys, and they will, to the standard of this year's team. That is. I'm going to take Boston College 64 and the North Carolina Tar Heels 76, and Carolina gets a much-needed stinking win in unassuming fashion, if you will, before going through this ACC version of Murderer's Row after the BC game, man. So you let me know what you think about this game down in the comment section. Tar Heel and Golden Eagle Nation. Is your boy onto something? Or am I sitting up there in the daggum nosebleeds having no idea what the heck I'm talking about? You do me a solid before you get out of here, man. Like, share, and subscribe to the daggum channel. And no matter what, you already know, baby, it's a great day to be a Tar Heel. We'll see you Saturday for the watch party. Go Heels.